a smile on his face and his wild untamed hair. From the retro classics to the games that are new, he's the heart of our gaming crew. But we love you for the laughs and the hilarity. You may not win, but you always bring the cheer. So grab your controller, let's play, my dear. Oh yeah! King Catastrophe. When it comes to skill, he's got none. King Catastrophe, heart of our gaming crew. King Catastrophe. When it comes to skill, he's got none. King Catastrophe, heart of our gaming crew. Gather round now, it's time for a show. UBIE's on the mic, ready to rock and roll. We're all getting together, bringing the hype. Raise your devil horns and let's ignite. Grab your snacks, get your drinks in hand. We're gonna party like it's 1987. Leather and spandex, hairspray abound. We'll headbang and shout to the sweet sound. Switching and snapping, we're ready to go. UBIE stream, it's started, don't you know? Raise your glass, let the good times flow. Switching and snacking, rocking in stereo. Gather round now, it's time for a show. UBIE's on the mic, ready to rock and roll. We're all getting together, bringing the hype. Raise your devil horns and let's ignite. Grab your snacks, get your drinks in hand. We're gonna party like it's 1987. Leather and spandex, hairspray abound. We'll headbang and shout to the sweet sound. Switching and snacking, we're ready to go. UBIE stream, it started, don't you know? Raise your glass, let the good times flow. Switching and snacking, rocking in stereo. The tuba hot screaming, the dust is thick on the floor. I don't need it to be perfect, I just need it to be raw. UBIE's got the cable in his hand, the signal's biting through there.
The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17. It is rated TV MA LSV and contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I like steak.
Oh, capes are tight.
Now, check it out! Vanilla Thunder in the house!
I like steak. I like steak. I like steak. I like steak.
Vanilla Thunder from the plains of Texas. Vanilla Thunder is Connie Rexus. Vanilla Thunder, giving catastrophe. That's just who he is. Our boy UB.
That's me. I am your boy, TheUBIE. Ooh, that's hot. I'm a little too close to the microphone. Let's bring it down just a little bit. Hey, how is everybody doing? There we go. Bring that back just a little bit so I'm not quite blowing it out so much. Still feel like I'm pegging it a little too hard. I said pegging. Let's bring it down a couple of dB. There we go. Much better. Vanilla Thunder. There we go. How is everybody doing tonight? It is a Tuesday night. Let's get rid of that music there. And it is a Tech Talk Tuesday. So, yes, indeed, it is time for us to talk some tech. Who do we got in here? We have Tom. We have Johnny. Good evening, fellows. It is Rob. Hey, Workshed. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a little while. Timmy, also. Straight into the questions. I love it. Johnny 3-Bar got a new Windows 11 computer. Any suggestions on a cheap starter DAW? So, hey, Ted, how you doing? So, yes, Reaper was thrown out there as one. It is definitely a good starter DAW. Personally, I use Cakewalk. The free version of Cakewalk Sonar works really well. Also free. It is a BandLabs product. Let me bring that down. Bring the microphone or the screen down there a little bit. Keith H, how you doing this evening? Good evening to you, buddy. So either one of those works really well. And absolutely free. And I mean, Reaper technically you do on an extended trial version, but they do not force you to pay. So free as well there. Keith, good to see you this evening, buddy. So yeah, how is everybody doing? How is everyone doing? Yep, Ted is here for, he usually pops in and has us on in the background as he preps for his own stream, and we will roll over to his stream after the end of ours this evening. Feeling tired, I hear you. You're still recovering. I'm still kind of recovering as well. Speaking of recovery and stuff like that, 2 Yards is not here, but that's okay. We will do the weather thing. 37 degrees. It is a nice, balmy 37 degrees outside this evening. Brian, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Big old wave from Brian there. So yeah, it's tonight is kind of an open night. I don't have anything in specific to talk about specifically that I had set up to talk about. So it's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to speak about this evening, we will talk about recording. We'll talk about digital guitar change. We'll talk about digital interfaces. We'll talk about microphones, guitars, mic stands. I got a boom arm now, which is helpful. It gets the microphone closer to me. So it used to be about 1.5 feet away from me, which is terrible for a condenser. With it right up against me now here, it's probably significantly clearer for you guys. You're probably not picking up as much room echo and reverb, since I am, as you can see, in a corner right here. So that's not the best thing. 57 or 58 for singing, whichever one has the big round dome. That's the 58, I think? Or is it the 57? The 57 has the dome. The 58's the flat one. The flat one's better for putting right up on a grill for recording a, I should probably highlight that. For recording like amps and that sort of thing. Whichever one has got the round one, is usually better for singing, just because to me, it just seems to be better for singing. Both work really great, though. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Nobody puts TheUBIE in a corner. That's true. That's true. The 58 is the one with the big round. Then that's the one I would go with for singing. They use the same diaphragm. The only difference is the grill between the two. I guess technically, if you're going with the full pop screen and the whole 9 yards, the flat one might be a little better because you can put it right up on the screen. But that kind of defeats the purpose of the screen. So, yeah, I'm in the corner. I'm not on a corner. I'm not working the corner tonight. Steve Gunner. Hello, blanket. All right, so anybody else? Like I said, open forum tonight. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? Talk about that crazy Monday night stream. If you weren't there, we were inundated by trolls. I still haven't figured out if it was true that there was a post on Reddit about coming and raiding me or not. All I know is that we had a bunch of folks who were foul-mouthed, and the mods had a lot of fun on Monday night. That's for sure. Yep. See, like I said, and like Brian said, and I agree with him, the trolls, that's not a problem. If you're going to come in and pick at my guitar playing, that's fine. This guy only plays pentatonic because he can't use his pinky. Yeah, and most of the best players out there that you remember from recording, they pretty much only play the pentatonic scale too. A lot of them don't use their pinky very often. I'm not a shredder, never claimed to be one. Doesn't bother me at all. This guy sucks. Yeah, it's right there in the title. Loud mistakes. Doesn't bother me at all. But it's the dropping the racist stuff, though. That was rather interesting. I did notice that. I absolutely did notice that. Trey, good to see you, buddy. It's been a while since we've talked. I've been missing your streams when they've been up, and you've been missing mine, so good to see you, man. How have you been? Hopefully you've been well. Yeah, Johnny, you missed, it was whack-a-troll. It was seriously whack-a-troll. It was serious whack-a-troll that evening. Yeah, people know. Exactly. Exactly, Rob. 100%. Hey, my beautiful and lovely Brandy. Good to see you this evening, baby. It's like I haven't seen you for 20 minutes. Now that we gotten the grandchild out and off. Yeah, Brian's stream, he's usually a half hour behind. It's one of the reasons why it takes so long. Like I said, unfriendly doesn't even bother me. I mean, they can critique me all they want. That doesn't bother me at all. Hey, Linda, good to see you. No one tonight, Trey. On Monday night, we had some trolls roll in and dropping racist slurs and stuff like that. So nobody this evening is. Everybody tonight so far has been nice and cool. Guitar Bob spent the day in the ER. Oh no, but at least you got back home. Glad to see you though. Yeah, it's you know what it's like, Trey. It happens sometimes. Hey, Jeremy, good to see you, man. Cookie dinner for Jen, nice. Feed that woman. She deserves it, brother. Yeah, I mean, I actually do. I have some incredibly aggressive mods. They were doing it while I was playing, so it was kind of difficult for me to get to. So, yes, I've already I've got it set up automatically to send a post to Reddit to have them raid Brian's channel tomorrow night. Arterial fibrillation, not a heart attack. Heart monitor in your chest for 2 weeks. Ooh. I mean, it could be worse, Bob. I'm glad that you're okay at the moment, but man, that is scary. That is definitely scary. We continue to pray for you, brother. We continue to pray for you by name. Searching for bone. I'm a little put off. Brian was talking. Brian dropped the line of his credit card's on fire. I'm like, yeah, but aren't you a fireman? Can't you put that out? All right, floor is open though. Like I said, anybody's got questions about anything digital, anything guitar related. You know what? I got to tell you, we'll if you got any questions at all, ask them. If I don't have an answer, we'll find one for you. I appreciate that, Bob. I can use all the prayers I can get, man. Hey, BBM, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, BBM's had a full frame off restoration for the heart. So, also, how was the audio? I mean, seriously, since I've moved the mic and I've had to adjust levels and those sort of things, so it sounded good in recording. I just want to make sure it's good, while we're broadcasting. Why does coffee make me poop? So it's actually the stimulants that cause that. So with the stimulants that are in coffee, it actually stimulates your bowels. I actually have an answer for that one. Good to hear. Appreciate it, guys. You've run into syncing video and audio signal. How so, Rob? Like when you're recording, like via OBS? Give me a little more info on that, and we can definitely help you with that. How can you go line out of an audio interface into an amp, but being as it's line level and not instrument level? Two ways. One, with an intermediary between it that you can control sound and control the gain down. The second way is really bring the gain way, way down on the amplifier. That's the other way. But I don't suggest the direct method there. I mean, it works, but you're gonna have to play with gain staging really hard with that. But if you could put anything between it, like a board, any sort of a powered attenuator, anything along those lines, so that you can take that gain and bring it down into something that's a little more, like from an instrument, is probably going to be your better bet. The other days I used backing tracks with Audacity and played over the live. So my lead track was recorded with a video. When I brought it in multi-track under the synchronous. Yeah, so that's going to happen. So especially if you're recording through a digital audio interface, this is where latency starts to happen. And so the way I get around it is I actually run my backing tracks actually run through my guitar chain. I actually run them all through the same container. So what happens is that all syncs onto the same clock from Element FX, which is what I'm using. So when I'm doing it live, the same latency gets applied to the backing track as gets applied to my guitars, and I also have my microphone running through that as well. So the microphone also syncs in a little better. That's the only way I found to really get it synced in. Otherwise, yeah, man, you're just going to have to do your recordings on your DAW and line the tracks back up. There's not really an easy way around that. Hopefully that makes sense. I can physically show it to you, what I'm talking about, but, you know. All right, so what I use is a program called... There we go. It takes over my microphone. Oh, whoops, hang on. I'm not plugged in, so it's... your audio didn't cut out. It was mine, Rob. So the program is called Element FX. And I'm going to bring it up on the screen for you here in just a second, as soon as I can. It's right there. So it is called Element FX, and what it is yeah. So when I brought it up, Tom, I actually have, like I said, I have Element set up to take over my audio chain as well, and I've got some stuff on it. So right now, I'm bypassing Element FX with my audio chain. When I turn it on, you'll hear it a little bit differently. It's got some compression to it. It's got some additional shaping to it, and it's got some background stuff to make me sound a little more singy. So that's why it went quiet. So what I've got is, again, it's called Element FX, and what it is in this case, that's an ASIO. It is this is just a VST container. So basically you can think of this kind of like a DAW without the recording lanes. So this allows you to load all of the plugins and everything you normally would for, like in a DAW for your audio chain and those sort of things. And then route stuff to them. So I just have in my ASIO, I have, my, Chrome is coming in on channels 1 and 2, which then goes just through a limiter and wider and then into my audio out. Channel 3 and 4 are the guitar. Now I'm just using channel 3 by itself because my guitar is mono. So it goes into this middle chain here, which is my guitar chain. And channels 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 here are my microphones left and right. And it goes through another chain over there that runs it through some EQ and some compression and some gain stuff, and that's and those sort of things. So, but that's the program that I use for doing this live. Like I said, basically it's everything that you get for your VSTs and plugins and those sort of things, just without the recording side of a DAW. So it's a little lighter on system resources, but it's the same thing. It's literally designed the exact same way. It's called a VST container. Any VST container will work for doing it on a live sound. Hopefully that was understandable. That makes sense. But yeah, Element FX, I can even get you a link for that. From a company called Cushview. And it is right there. There you go. Nice. That is sweet. Actually, that'll be a lot of fun to play with. They still think that they're lap dogs at that point, Steve. It's always fun with a big full-size dog thinks I'm still a lap dog. Not. You're too heavy. Anybody else? The floor is open. The show is yours. I have the chat open on this screen. I have the chat open on this screen. That's why if you see me looking like this and that, that's what I'm doing. Big furry weighted blankets. That's what they are. Heated weighted blankets. Could be worse. It could be like Ziggy, Keith's dog. He spent any moment that he wasn't basically in Brandy's lap in my lap. You can go back and see it if you go back and watch 2 shows back on the For the Love of Guitars podcast. Or 3 shows. 2 shows? 3 shows? I can't remember. I've slept since then. Exactly. If we ever needed to clone Ziggy, I have all that we need. We have all the DNA we would ever need to clone that dog. Ziggy's just a lovable dog, man. He just wants love. He wants to be loved, and he wants to give love. That's all he wants. The world can use a lot more Ziggies. Everybody saw the new guitar, I'm assuming. Everybody has been to a live stream since we received it, right? I can see it peeking out at me right there. Yeah, I know Trey hasn't seen it. I don't know if Trey's still around. I'm looking into actually getting a guitar rack. I've got too many guitars now. Just going to flat out have to do it. Get some actives in it, put some EMGs in it. That would be probably all it's really missing, to be honest. Either some actives or I'm seriously... I like those black Winners so much, brother. Oh, you haven't seen it, Keith. All right, it's just a Gibson. It's not an actual Gibson SG. But it's the Tony Iommi. The Tony Iommi cross inlays. And then it's got Wilkinson pickups and a Floyd. So... Sustainiac on it. Yeah, that would be crazy. Be going through batteries like no one's in. It feels like it has Sustainiac on. I mean, that the sustain on that, it's of all the guitars that are sitting behind me, it's got the most sustain for sure. No, I don't think he had I think he just had the standard wraparound bridge on his. And the other thing about this, so this is obviously it's a full Gibson scale length, and it's got the Floyd, so it's a little more floaty. And Jeff has 8s that he put on it, and man, I think it's so responsive. I overbend, obviously, quite often with it, and I love it. I love everything about how slinky it is, how responsive it is. So it is definitely my guitar for leads for right now. I would love to put, like I said, a black Winter in it, or even some actives would be really neat to put in it. So it definitely will get upgrade treatment as we move on, assuming, the Lord willing, and I'm in a position to be able to pull that off. I don't have to sell everything that I have, but that's my goal, at least. Man, I have got so many guitars I need to do some work on, too. So I've got I've got a new neck pickup I need to put in this one, and I need to adjust the truss rod on it. I've got a guitar in the other room that needs to be cleaned up, and a new pickup put in that. I got the growth that I still need to put back together. So, man, I'm just so behind on doing work on the guitars that I have. It's kind of hard because sometimes I didn't have the tools. I got most of the tools that I need now, and now it's a situation of having the space to be able to work on it. Since I don't have a real good space to work on most of those things, but at some point in time, hopefully in this next month, I'll get all those projects done. So. Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, I've fallen in love with the Black Winter that's in the ST1, so something like that. Something a little brighter. I mean, the Wilkinson pickups that are in this are definitely a massive upgrade from the ones that came from the Chipson. But they're a little darker than I'm used to, so Nazgul. Yeah, you guys want me to play the hard scooped stuff, huh? I'm more of a mid guy. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but I'm more of a mid focus guy. More of an 80s sound, really. All right, last chance for questions. We're gonna wrap this up and get over there to Ted's live stream. It was just a good little hangout tonight, I gotta say. Definitely was a nice little hangout with everybody. Very much appreciate it. Put that in a 7-string V and it's a beast. Man, I can't play 6 strings. You don't give me a 7-string. I wouldn't know what to do with it. Anytime, Rob. Hey, if you need help setting that up or anything along those lines, email me, TheUBIE@gmail.com. You've emailed me before, I'm pretty sure, Rob. Just email me again if you need questions. And I'll be happy to jump in and help you with any of that. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up, everybody. This has been a great tech talk tonight. Next week, we'll be back at the same time. As far as myself, I will be back on tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. is our next stream. And in the meantime, head over to Ted's stream. The link is pinned up at the top. Or just hang around after I end the stream. Should automatically dump you right in over there. So once again, thanks to everybody for being here with us this evening. And we're going to see you all on our next stream.
I like steak.